Ustras. Everyone, this is Nikachu, and we are here. Someone's waving furiously. And say hi to YouTube. So anyway, my brother's abandoned me. He's gone. I'm so lonely. But it looks like it's Ustras. Whatever. So I won the die roll. That's good. I've got a hand of cards. So we're back to Legacy. We're 3-0. We're doing amazing here. Oh my god! Oh my god! What's gonna happen here? Is this Erin Campbell? Can't tell. She's got some sort of username that sounds similar to this. Whatever, I'm not looking at it. I don't have time for this. If it is her, then we're up against, like, I think Reanimator. It's not her. Windswept. I don't even know what on earth plays Windswept Teeth. Please play something that can get hit by Tidebinder Mage. Am I playing Modern? No, this is Legacy. Like I was seriously considering like I might be playing Modern right now. Cloudpost has entered the battlefield. Well, this is awkward. I don't have Back to Basics or Wasteland in this deck or anything else. Ooh, Curse Catcher. So what this means is, how am I going to curve out here? Because I can play two things on turn 3. Well, I can play Silvergill Adept this turn. Next turn, play Silvergill Adept and Curse Catcher, and on turn 4, play Lord of Atlantis, attack with perhaps Mutavault and something else. So that seems like a plan. Another thing I can do is play Tidebinder Mage, because likely this thing does not do anything in this matchup. Then next turn, play Silvergill Adept into Curse Catcher, and then on turn 4, because I have this Mutavault, we play Silvergill Adept into Lord of Atlantis. That actually sounds like the best line. No, this deck play. I actually don't know what's in this deck. It might have Primeval Titan. It has Primeval Titan. I want to keep this thing. Okay, whatever. We're gonna play the Silvergill Adept then. I'm gonna show. Here's the Silvergill Adept. Silvergill Adept! Beautiful. Fishy. Uh-oh, we're getting Master of the Pearl Tridents. This is not good because we don't have the mana to curve out as quickly as possible. We want to deal as much damage as possible because these Cloudposts, they can add a lot of mana, but they can also add a lot of life. Pithing Needle. Well, please don't name... I have no idea what you want to name. I don't even care. Don't name Aether Vial. Okay, name Wasteland. That's smart. I'm not playing with Wasteland, but hell, if I was, I'm sure that would be catastrophic. Add mana equal to Locusts. Oh, excellent. More blue mana. So tell you what, let's start playing Lords. And then on turn 4, we can play Silvergill Adept into another Lord. And on the last turn, I guess we can play Tidebinder Mage. Let's play Lords. I guess we can just play out our hand here. Who cares? Need to get that damage in. The damage, damn it. Expedition map. Oh god, what is going on here? This feels like a combo. Bajuka Bog. I'm probably in good shape I mean, unless our opponent does something nuts next turn, like absolutely nuts, we should win this. Because we're going to have so much damage on the board. We just had an excellent way. The key to this matchup was to play our creatures at the right time. I hope there's something. I hope there's not something I'm missing with this. There's no voltaic key in this format. Delicious A&W soda, delicious. So let's see. You can search for a Cloudpost or the other post that gains life, but it doesn't do you any good. Maybe you can play Explore and play 2 lands at once? I mean, for sure, I have no idea what's going on in this deck. I have not a damn clue. No clue. What did she get with Ancient Stirrings? A Cloudpost. This information is not helping me. I tell you what, this deck looks fun, though. This deck looks really fun. So if there's anything you want to take away from this game is you gotta manage how to get your creatures on the battlefield. Like, the key with this hand was not playing Mutavault early. Play it as late as possible. And get as many blue permanents onto the battlefield as possible. And then one of the last things you should do is put, like, Silvergill Adept into play. Oh man, I can't get, like, logarithms and derivatives out of my head. I don't even know if anyone even knows what any of that stuff is about. And parabolas and the x and the y axis. It's too much of this. It's not useless knowledge. It's not useless. I'm starting to see, like, the light at the end of the tunnel. How I can actually use this to my benefit. Because in the beginning, you don't even know what the hell you're doing any of this stuff for. Why am I multiplying this stuff together? Why am I dividing it? What use is this to my life? I got the calculator that can do all this for me. But there are a lot of things the calculator can't do for you. Crop rotation. So, gotcha. What does this mean? You can... That's interesting. Okay, so that means... Is Bojuka Bog the Dredger? No, it's not a dredge card. Gain some life. Crack Expedition map. To get... I don't know what. You can't play any more lands this turn. Oh, you can! You play Crop Rotation. You're going to gain some more life? Cloudpost. So you have 3 locusts. You untap all of them. Put some giant thing into play. So you can untap and you're going to have... This just adds colorless mana, but this adds mana for each locust in play. So you can add 7 mana. Maybe play another Candelabra. Something's happening here. Oh my god, I might die. Why only 3? Okay, our opponent has realized that no. They did a lot of fancy stuff. They showed us a lot of cards out of their deck, but it wasn't enough. Okay, whatever. Is this... Okay, I'm just gonna look up Cloudpost. I'm not gonna guess this nonsense. Do they have... Like... Are they playing with Merit Lage or something? But that sounds like a lands thing. Cloudpost Legacy. What on earth? This is old. This list I'm looking at. How much time do I have? 2 minutes? This is a control deck. Countertop. Is it a combo deck? Cloudpost Ramp. Clone 9 has a Titan Post deck with the crop rotations, and that's not quite what we saw. We saw an Ancient Stirrings. Sorry that I'm not showing you what I can see. Okay, there's Emrakul's, Primeval Titans, yes. Trinisphere's Sensei. Like, this deck could be something completely different from what we saw, but there is a Thespian Stage. Maze of Ith. Dark Depths. There is a Dark Depths. So for that reason, and actually because, well, Emrakul is not exactly what I want to bounce to the back to their hand. I guess we can bring in some Caracas. I guess we can bring in some Negate. I guess we can bring in some... Is the graveyard useful? I don't know. Grafdigger's Cage. What is this? Creatures... okay, I gotta take stuff out. Let's dump... Actually, I want the Tideminder Mages for that. The thingamabob. We'll take out Days, I guess, on the draw. It's gonna be terrible. Could bring in one of these things. Take out 2 more cards. Vapor Snag, I guess. I don't know what they're bringing in. Submit deck. Probably will want Swan Song, but well, I'll think about it for next time. I think I still want Curse Catcher so that we have something on turn 1 to play, sort of get underneath them. This hand is okay, but it needs another land. Our opponent mulligans, so who mulligans better? Yeah, I guess we'll mulligan. This hand's slow, but we'll keep it. If we can find a Lord, this is not really what we want. Need to find a Lord. If we can play something before the Phantasmal Image, this will be great. Sure. We're just going to gamble that they're not going to name Aether Vial. I really don't want to force a will this. They name Wasteland. Excellent. That's not in my deck. Now we found a Curse Catcher. Not beautiful. Maybe I won't even play the Curse Catcher, because I can pitch that to force a will. All creatures get blown up, right? So I don't even want to play many creatures. All creatures have, at the beginning of your upkeep, destroy this creature unless you pay 1. We all know how much I hate this card. I hate it a lot. Okay, we'll let it resolve. I hate that sense. I hate everything that I see on the board. So we're not going to play the Curse Catcher. Tabernacle's out. At the beginning, this is the most obscene card of all time. All creatures have, at the beginning of your upkeep, destroy this creature unless you pay 1. Here's a Cloudpost. That was excellently timed. So our opponent has a really weak start. But you know what? It doesn't matter how you start, it's all about how you end. And I know this deck can just do ridiculous things. It's the ridiculous things deck. Oh no! You've come for everything. I think I'm going to activate the Aether Vial, put a second Phantasmal Image into play, or I'll put another True Name into play, and we'll pay 2 each turn. And hopefully we draw one more land so I can start playing this Negate again. Otherwise, we do have a Force of Will. We have a good clock. We have a 4-turn clock. It should be enough to win. Oh, name's Mutavault. All right, that's smart too. There was definitely a lot of room for me to okay, we're definitely going to say no here. Definitely going to say yes. I'm glad they asked me. Pay 1 to prevent this? Yes, please do. Okay, attack for 6. Play another Aether Vial. Doesn't hurt. It's just rotting in our hand anyway. So we have a 3-turn clock, or a 2-turn clock if we can draw a Lord in the next 2 turns. We have Force of Will and a Curse Cat to get to toss away to a Curse Catcher if we need to. I've always wanted to copy a Primeval Titan with, yeah, it resolves. With a, what's it called, Phantasmal Image. Find all the wastelands in my deck and then blow up all their lands. Oh, never happened though. The closest I could get is against Amulet Titan in Modern, where I flashed in a Phantasmal Image, copied the Primeval Titan, searched out my tectonic edges, and blew up a bunch of stuff. Similar. It felt good. It was a feel-good moment. This is sort of awkward for our opponent because they've, whoa, more Sensei's Divining Tops. Well, the second one is not that much better than the first one. Although what they can do is they can, do they know the top card of their library? If they know it, then, I mean, that's all good. It's fine. It's all good. Searching for something with Expedition Map. What's it going to be? Please don't let it be Merit Lage. I don't really have a way to beat that right now. Cloudpost. It's fine. But remember, Emrakul is uncounterable. They don't need Emrakul does not need a Cavern of Souls on Eldrazi. Well, we have 2 Force of Wills, so that's not bad. So we win next turn if we draw the Lord. Otherwise, we're doing pretty good, I think. So how much mana is available? 2, 4, 5, 6. Does this add mana? Excellent, it doesn't. Just 6 mana available. Not gonna lie, usually this is a pretty back-breaking card, but obviously, you know, not in all situations. Ugh! How much mana is this gonna be? Well, we're definitely force-willing this. I could toss Negate. because I do have the Curse Catcher in my hand. They're actually down to 7 life, so this should win. Because I have 3 mana in play to pay for all of them. It is 7 power, and we won the match. So that was our matchup against Cloudpost. It was a riveting battle of me doing things, and unfortunately my opponent just being a smidge too slow to do things. I've gotten mopped up by Cloudpost pretty badly before. I don't know what this matchup is like without, I think without Wastelands, this matchup is not very good. Our opponent was just incredibly slow to the start. They had a bunch of utility cards like Pithing Needle, but I think what they really wanted very early on were things like this and like Expedition Map. And I think that, you know, that Ugin might have, well, I mean, we had the Force of Wills for it and the Negate, but still, like, something evil could have happened. Emrakul is dangerous. It's really, really dangerous. So I just looked it up, and it turns out that was Erin Campbell, and let's send her all the love, all the plugs. She's got a Twitter. She loves Twitter. She loves Twitter more than I do. She's got a Twitch. She streams all the time, and she's a host of The Girlfriend Bracket, if you have never heard of it. So go check all that stuff out. Go, you know, that 2%, you know, you don't need to be part of that 2% of the women that watch my channel. You can be part of that 98% of the 98% of the male demographic that watches my channel. Go check out The Girlfriend Bracket. So, yeah, thank you very much for making me a part of your daily routine. We're doing great here in Legacy. We're 4-0, going for a 5-0. It's funny, I'm not even trying. And thank you so much to all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. This has been Nikachu, alone, playing Legacy.